Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Y'all already know I'm back with another freaking story time. Before we get into the story time though, I did want to give a shout out to this clothing line that I'm wearing. Their name is Currency Clothing. I have on one of their shirts right now. Let me show y'all the back. This is how the back looks. Super dope, super nice. I love this t-shirt. You see I have it in black. You could tell by the material that it is good quality. It's not one of those shirts, you know, when you buy a new shirt and you like wash it one time and it like shrivels up and it gets like all dingy and it shrinks and it's like faded. No, I already had this shirt and I already washed it one time, and as you can see, the color is still there, the image is still there, the logo, you can still see it nice and clear. It's like a real nice design. You know, if you guys are interested in getting one of these shirts, or you can even go on his website and you can look at the different designs and clothing that they may have. You can shop currencyclothing.com. I'm going to link the Instagram and the website below. And if you want to save some coins, you can use my coupon code KSHAWN10 to get 10% off, okay? You know, we got to support these small businesses out here, okay, y'all? So definitely go and shop this shirt. Like I said, I'll leave the website and the Instagram below. If he has like sweatpants too, hoodies, hats, just a whole bunch of different other stuff. So definitely go check out Currency Clothing and let them know Kayshawn sent you, okay? Period. So y'all, we're gonna hop right into this video. Based on the title, you already know what this story time is about. So let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. Let me see. So boom, let me see where I want to start. Okay, y'all, so one day me and my friend, I'm gonna just name her Keisha, me and my friend Keisha, we decided to go downtown in my local area, right? And you know, we get down there and it's like the middle of the summer, so everybody's downtown, everybody's walking around, everybody ready to have a good time. So I drive downtown and I park, like there's a casino in our downtown area, so I go and I park at the casino, and you know, we just come down from the casino and we're like walking the streets. Hold on, wait. Not like no prostitutes or nothing. That sounds a little bad. We walking the strip with everybody else, right? So while we're walking, we're just looking around. You know, everybody's there to mingle and talk to everybody. So we're walking and these two guys stop us. And they're like, hey, how are y'all? And we like, we're good. And I'm not going to really get them no names because they're not in the story too long. So we are talking to them and they're like, y'all want something to eat? Like, we can go across the street to the pizza place. Y'all want some pizza? So we like, okay, yeah, bet. Like, we hungry. So we walk over there. They get in line for the pizza, and me and Keisha grab like tables and chairs for us so we can sit outside. You know, you can sit outside to eat or you can go inside. We wanted to sit outside because, like I said, it's hot outside. So we grabbed the table and chairs, and while they were in line, they like, hey, did you guys want a drink? Because next door they were serving like different types of drinks. So we're like, yeah, we'll get a drink. They're like, what y'all want? So I'm like, well, you can just give me a Long Island. Keisha's like, yeah, give me a Long Island too. So they get us Long Islands, and I'm sitting here thinking like, we about to have a drink and eat some pizza. Like, we about to have a nice little night. So they come over to the table with our food and with our drinks, and they sit down and we're just like eating and we're talking, and they just ask this question like,
you know, are you ladies, are y'all like 50-50 ladies, or like what y'all think about that?
So I'm like, 50-50 like what you mean? So they was like
do you believe you and your man should split the bills and stuff like 50-50?
Baby, no. Not little old me, absolutely not. So I'm telling them like, no, I'm not no 50-50 woman. Like, baby, no. I said, because y'all be having these 1950s stereotypes that women need to cook and clean, then y'all need to have the same stereotypes that y'all need to be paying all the bills. And he's like,
I think my woman should still work. Like, I don't understand why women think they're not supposed to work no more. And like, what, I'm gonna just pay all the bills and she's just gonna sit at home.
So I'm like, no, boo, if you paying on the bills, then best believe your woman should be at home cooking, cleaning, you know, doing the grocery shopping, X, Y, and Z. And he's like, no, like, I shouldn't be the only one going to work. So I was like, well, yeah, you're going to have to find you a woman that's 50-50 because that's just not me. Because I feel like, okay, my man going to go to work, I'm going to go to work. Guess what? I'm going to come home and he going to be looking at me to feed him. The laundry need to be done. He going to be looking at me. The house cleaning need to be done. He going to be looking at me. The grocery shopping, looking at me. Like, I got to make the doctor's appointment. payments. Like, I gotta do everything, and you think I'm gonna go to work and take care of the bills too? Like, no. So I got all of these lists of things I gotta do: work, take care of the bills, cook, clean, grocery shop, get your laundry together, get you some clothes. I got all this, and all you gotta do is go to work. Baby, no, absolutely not. So I was telling him, like, I'm just not a 50-50 woman. Like, I take care of the house and you could take care of the bills. Not saying that I even wouldn't work. Like, I'm not even saying like I don't want to work. I was just saying, like, I'm just not going to split the bills 50-50. Like, I don't want to just split the bills. Like, maybe if we had rent and he did the rent, but I did like the insurance or something, cool. But to split the bills directly 50-50, like, no. And if I'm doing the majority of the housework, I'm not going to pay the same amount you paying in bills. Like, that's just not happening. If I have to do all the housework, then you take care of all the bills and maybe give me the cell phone bill or something. Like, but it's not gonna be no 50-50. Y'all, I guess that completely turned baby boy off, because he's like,
okay, I guess that's fine.
He get finished with his food and he's like, yeah, it's getting kind of late. We should be up out of here. So me and Keisha is laughing, y'all, because at this point our Long Island's been kicked in. But we're laughing because we're just like, oh, we must have turned them off. They got a little attitude. They ready to go now. So they literally leave, y'all. They like, all right, we'll catch up with y'all later, and leave, right? So we sitting at the table just laughing because we like, dang, we done really pissed them off. They got an attitude. They mad. We think it's funny. As we're laughing and cracking up, like, two boys walk by and they like,
ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. We want to laugh too. What's the joke?
So we stopped and we looked at them like, oh, it's nothing. They was like, what was so funny? We want to laugh too. So I'm like, nothing. It was just a little inside joke or whatever. So they was like, what y'all drinking on over here? And we was like, we had some Long Islands. And the boy is like, well, my name is Kevin. This is Jacob. And we like, hey. I'm like, I'm Kay. This is Keisha. And he's like, hey. He was like, well, y'all want another drink? So we like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna get a drink with us? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, they over there. They go over to the line and they get us some drinks, whatever, and they come back and we're sitting there talking or whatever. So we having a good time with Kevin and Jacob. We getting to know them. And I was like, Kevin was like,
can I have your number?
And I was like, wait, hold up. Before we go that far, I'm like, are you a 50-50 type dude? And me and Keisha start laughing. And, of course, they don't get the joke or whatever. And he's like, what you mean? Like, why is that funny? So I was like, nothing. I'm just playing. It was just a little insider. Don't worry about it or whatever. So he's like, no, let me know what that means. And I was like, no, we just met some people. And I think they got an attitude because we wasn't 50-50 type women. And I guess that's what they was looking for. So he's like, what you mean, like 50-50, like as far as bills? So I'm like, yeah. He like,
oh, hell no. I ain't no 50-50 type dude. Like, I'm the king of the house. I pay for my little kingdom. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
I'm like, okay, you ain't got to take it that far. It was just a simple question, but okay. All right. So we like, oh, okay, yeah, it was just a topic. I was like, we just was wondering like what type of dude y'all was. He's like,
no, my mama's a stay-at-home mom. My daddy took care of all of the bills, so he raised me like that. Like, my woman ain't gotta pay for nothing.
So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I hear that. So I'm like, well, okay. So I get him my number or whatever. And we just sitting there talking. And he's like, do y'all want another drink or do y'all want to walk around? Because like I said, everybody was out. People were on scooters. Like, everybody was like kicking it. So I was like, well, we can walk around, whatever. So we get up from the table and all four of us is just walking down the strip, looking at everybody, talking, laughing. Me and Keisha's a little bit tipsy right now because, we done had two of the Long Islands. And if they made right, girl, they'll get you messed up, okay? So we walking around and they like, yeah, we got motorcycles. They over there. And I looked and I'm like, oh, okay, those are some nice motorcycles. And he was like, yeah, y'all want to go for a ride? So I look at Keisha and Keisha's like, we can. So I'm like, oh, bet. Well, I ain't never been on a motorcycle. Like, we can go here. And I think I got a Snapchat of us on the back of the motorcycle, too. I'm going to insert that if I find it. So we walk over there and we get on a motorcycle. And, they put their little helmets on. I'm like, okay, what about me? Like, hold on. What about my safety? What's going on? So he put his helmet on and I hop on the back of the motorcycle. Mind y'all, I am in like a skirt and a crop top. So, like, I had to hop on and sit, like, super close to him because, like, my skirt, I didn't want people to be seeing what's going on. So I hop on the motorcycle and I'm like holding him super tight. Because like I said, I have never been on a motorcycle either. So I was a little bit scared, but I had wanted to get on it. Like, I wanted to get on the back of a motorcycle and see how I felt. So we hop on and they take off and we're right next to each other on a motorcycle and we're just riding around downtown. So at what point Kevin is like speeding up, like he's speeding, he's going super fast, and when I turned around I noticed that Keisha and Jacob was like too far behind. So I'm like, okay Kevin, you need to slow down because you know I don't want to lose my homegirl. So he act like he can't hear me. Mind you, he do got the helmet on, but I'm like around him like, Kevin, do you hear me? You need to slow down. So he's like,
oh, he know how to catch up. Don't worry about it. He know how to catch up to me. He good.
And I'm like, well, I don't care what he needs to know, what he know how to do. Like, I need you to slow down because he got my homegirl. And you know, we was trying to stay together. So he slowed down a little bit because a red light came and he slowed down at the red light, and then they eventually started catching up. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I'm looking back the whole time. I see them catching up or whatever. So the red light turned green and he just dashes off. So I'm like, oh my God, like you must want to lose them. Why you going so fast, or why is Jacob going so slow? Like, I don't really know, but y'all need to go at the same pace so me and Keisha could stick together, right? So we was approaching another light and it was about to turn, it was yellow, so it was about to turn red. So I'm like, okay, he gonna slow down again, they're gonna be able to catch up. Y'all, he literally goes through this yellow light, okay? So Keisha and Jacob get stopped at the light. So I'm just like, boy, you're going way too fast. Like, you need to slow down so we can stay together. He was not trying to hear that, y'all. So he gets past the red light and they get stopped and he literally turns the corner, because I'm thinking he gonna pull over or something and like wait for them to kind of catch up and wait for the light to turn green. No, y'all, he bends the corner and he's gone. So I'm like, okay Kevin, you need to slow down so that way they can catch up. Like, yeah, I was trying to enjoy myself, but I'm like, at the same time I didn't want to lose my homegirl. Like, I wanted us to still stick together and stay close together. Like, Kevin, slow down. So Kevin is just like,
chill baby, like you good, I got you. They gonna find us. Don't worry about it. Like, we used to this. Just relax.
So I'm like, boys, stop telling me to fucking relax. Like, baby, I try to keep up with my girl. What is you talking about some fucking relax? Like, no, you slow down. You relax. So we are on a motorcycle and I just see that we're going further. Now the downtown area we was at that had like the strip was only about like 5 to 6 blocks. Like that was like the main area. Like, once you go past like the 6th block, it was kind of just like, you know, houses and stuff like that, like a regular neighborhood. I'm just like, I noticed he keep going further and farther away from like the main scenery. So I'm like, okay, when you gonna turn around? Because we going too far, baby. Like, what's going on? So he's like rubbing like my, you know, because I have my hands around him like this. So he's just rubbing my hand like, just be cool. So I'm like, bro, ain't no be cool. You doing too much, right? So I'm like, you know what? Just take me back. Like, that's fine. Just take me back. You know, it's time to go back. I'm ready to get off anyways. It's cool. Mind y'all, because I don't have no helmet on. So my hair is literally just blowing in the wind. I got lashes. They just a fluttering. And I'm like, you know what? Just go and take your girl on back. I'm straight. So he's like,
go back.
Like, this dude literally like laughed. Like, what you mean? And he hops on the freeway, y'all. He gets on the freeway and he's just like, oh, he's gone. Like, literally going so fast that like I can touch the cars. Like, he was going in and out. You know, when it's 2 lanes, he was going through the middle like lane in between cars. Like, if I reach my hand out, I would be able to touch the other car. Like, that's how fast he was going. And he just just going. So I'm on the freeway like, baby, no. Get me up off this freeway. Like, I just told you to take me back and you're gonna hop on the freeway. Where's we even going? What is you doing? So at this point, when I'm talking to him, he was not listening to me, y'all. And mind you, we're on the freeway, so the air is just like hitting me. So I'm trying to talk to him and like be as loud as I can, but he got his music going and he not listening, y'all. So I started panicking a little bit because I'm like, okay, what the fuck? This dude just told me he not taking me back. We on the freeway. Where's we going? And then he laughed at me like this some type of joke. You know what? I'm getting kidnapped. It's a kidnap. Like, what is going on? Like, you trying to kidnap me and take me back to your house and make me your R. Kelly slave? I'm not down with it. I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts, sir. So I'm just like trying to tap his helmet, but he is just ignoring me, y'all. He is not listening, but I'm also scared to kind of let him go because we're on the freeway and we're moving side to side. And I was already a little bit scared to be on a motorcycle. So the fact that we're on a freeway going like 90 to 100 miles per hour, Like, I'm freaking out. I feel like if I let him go, that I'm going to fall. So I'm not about to let this man go. So I'm squeezing him, but at the same time I'm panicking, because I'm like, where are you taking me? Like, what are you doing? And he did not want to answer me. So I started like pinching him, y'all. I started like pinching him, because what else am I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't kick him. I couldn't do nothing. So I was pinching him, and y'all, he was smacking my hand away. So I started really panicking, because I'm like, okay, if he smacked my hand away and he smacked both of them, I'm going to fall off the motorcycle and die. We're on the freeway. I'm going to fall off. Somebody's going to hit me. So I stopped pinching him, because I'm like, I didn't want him to like smack my hand again and I fall off. So I had to just hold back on. So I'm like getting so scared, y'all, because I'm like, okay, nah, it's not a joke. He really kidnapping me and about to take me back to his house or do whatever with me. So I'm starting to panic. Mind y'all, I have my crossbody purse on, but I had it like moved to the back, and I was kind of like sitting on it so it won't like fly up. So I couldn't even reach back there. Like, I literally did not want to let him go, because I was so nervous that I was gonna fall. So I couldn't even do nothing. So I'm like, get off the freeway. I'm steady like all in his ear trying to talk to him. This man is not listening to me. Mind you, he got this big helmet on, so like I feel like he can't even hear me anyways, and he wasn't trying to hear me. Y'all, I started panicking, and like, I'm not gonna lie, at this point tears started kind of rolling down my eyes, because I was getting scared, and I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, what is going on? Like, this man is trying to take me. Like, what did I do? Like, come on now. Finally, this man come up off the exit. So I'm like, I found like some type of relief. So while he coming up off the exit, I'm like in his ear, because I feel like the wind not blowing as hard so he can hear me. And I'm in his ear like, take me back downtown. Like, Kevin, I'm not playing. I don't want to be on this motorcycle with you. Take me back. And he's like,
no, you're not going back.
Started getting scared, y'all. I was like, no, I was already scared at this point, y'all, but I really started to panic. So I was like, oh, I'm not going back. So at this point I'm like, okay, I have to plot. I gotta get on escape mode. So I'm thinking like, okay, the next red light he stopped at, I'm hopping off this motorcycle. Like, forget taking me back. I just gotta get off this motorcycle. I'll call me a ride. I'm out, y'all. I'm just looking at the lights, waiting for a red light or a stop sign, something to come up, because I'm like, okay, bet. As soon as he stopped, I'm hopping off this and I'm running, y'all. So I'm like, okay, cool. I see a red light coming up, and I'm like, okay, bet. I'm getting ready, y'all. Like, I'm getting ready to just hop off. I'm preparing, because mind you, I had like sandals on too, so I'm like squeezing my toes together so I can hold on to my sandals, and I'm about to hop off. Do y'all know, as soon as we were approaching the red light, this man swerved. Like, okay, we're going straight to the red light. He swerves into a gas station, and he cuts through the gas station and keeps going. Y'all, he's going so fast on this motorcycle that like I can't even hop off. Like, I literally cannot hop off this motorcycle without hurting myself. But I'm just like, I just was scared to even hop off while it was still moving. Like, that's how scared I was. He turns into the gas station, cuts through the gas station, and gets back on the street, and he's like, shoo, he takes off. So I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like, that was my exit plan, to hop off this motorcycle at the red light, but he didn't pass through the red light. So I'm just sitting there like, oh God, please, like, I gotta come up with something else. I gotta come up with another plan. But I see another red light approaching, so I'm looking around like, okay, I don't see no stores, I don't see no gas stations. He can't cut through nothing, y'all. So I'm getting excited like, okay, bet, let me try to hop off this motorcycle again, because there's no way he can cut through. I should be good, y'all. He passes through the red light. Oh my God, man. So I'm just like, so fuck our life, right? So just fuck us, huh? Like, I'm already scared that you kidnapping me, but you don't even care about your own life. So I know you don't care about my life. You just gonna pass through the red light, and traffic is coming both ways. Like, mind you, it was at night, so the traffic wasn't like super heavy, like as if you were on a freeway or if it was like rush hour traffic. But like, sir, fuck me, right? Just forget our life, right? Y'all, he goes through this fucking red light, and like now I'm super panicking. Like, I was already scared, but like now it's times 100, because I'm like, oh, he really don't care. Like, we could have got hit. This dude don't care about his own life. Y'all, we go through the red light. So I'm just sitting there like silently crying, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, because if you ever been in a situation where you were like fearing for your life, and I hope you never get to experience this. I hope you never be in a situation like this. But when you literally fear for your life, like your heart, your mind is racing, like a thousand things is going through your mind, because at this point, honestly, I was thinking like how I was gonna die, y'all. Like, I hate to even say it, but I'm like, is this man about to kidnap me and rape me? Is he about to leave me in some field? Is he about to take me to an abandoned house? Like, that what was going through my mind, because I'm like, he don't care about me. He don't care about himself. Like, what is going on? Like, he's kidnapping me and about to take me somewhere. Like, y'all, I just was going through it. I'm just like, oh my God, I should have never got on the back of this motorcycle. I should have never did this. Yeah, I was going through it. So yeah, he goes through the light or whatever. So like I said, I'm just kind of like crying to myself, because there's nothing I can really do. Like, we going so fast that I can't just like scream out for help, because I feel like can't nobody even hear me. Can't nobody hear me. I'm trying to hold on to him at the same time, so I couldn't even let him go because how fast he was going, and I didn't want to risk falling off, hitting my head, or so I don't know. Like, I just didn't want to risk falling off and getting hit by a car. Like, I was super scared. So I just was like, let me hold on. And by the time he stopped this motorcycle, we're gonna have to I have to go toe to toe with him to escape or something. But I'm not about to fall off and get hit by a car. Like, I didn't want to do that. So y'all, we still driving, or we riding, whatever. We on a motorcycle, so we still going. So I'm like, can you just please stop and like let me off? Like, I'm like, just please stop. When I tell y'all, this man was not talking back to me. He was ignoring me. He wasn't saying shit back to me. We get back on the freeway. Kevin, like, what is you doing? I'm getting so irritated. Like, Kevin, what is you doing? We get on the freeway. And he's just like playing with me now, because he goes on the freeway and he hops off the first exit. He gets back on the freeway and he hops off the next exit. Like, he's playing with me now. So now I'm getting irritated, because I'm like, okay, bro, what you doing? Like, what's up? What's up? Like, now you pissing me off. So when we got off the last exit or whatever, I see he started to head back towards downtown way. So I'm like, okay, bet, like, you know, I'm about to get off. Like, maybe he about to take me back, all this good stuff. Y'all, he just was sitting there playing and laughing and thinking shit was a joke, and it just really wasn't. And I'm panicking. So when he get off the last exit, I see a red light coming up, y'all. So once again, I'm trying to put my plan in action, because this is the only plan that I got, to hop off the motorcycle when I see the red light. So we back kind of like downtown. We not in the spot that like we were, that like all the activities and stuff was going on, like the main part, but we like a couple blocks down. So I'm like, okay, bet. I see the red light coming up. So I'm like, okay, this man gotta stop, because closer to downtown, it is a lot of traffic. Like where we was at before, it was like the regular houses, so it wasn't as much traffic. But downtown, because everybody down there, it's like traffic. So I'm like, okay, we coming up on another red light. This dude cannot run through this red light unless he want to kill us. But he can't run through this red light because it's so many cars going back and forth. So I'm like, yes, okay, we're gonna stop at this red light. I'm about to get this dude, okay? So I'm sitting here, like, as we approaching the red light, y'all, we're slowing down because there's so many cars like turning in and coming in. We slowing down, and at this point, I still carry like my bat in my car. I had my mace on me and my taser. Like, those are the things that I carry. I had a pocket knife, but it would be in a car or something. I only had my taser in my crossover or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, all right. I had my taser and I had my mace, because my mace stayed on my keys, and I had my car keys in my purse. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, I'm about to get this taser. I'm going to tase this dude, and I'm about to get up out of here, right? I had to stop. I'm thinking like I'm about to tase him and I'm about to run off, because I had to stop him, because it's like every time he felt me move a little bit, he would speed up. So I'm just like, no, I need to tase you. I can't even just hop off, because I feel like if he felt me about to hop off, he was going to speed up. So I'm like, no, I'm about to get this taser and I'm about to tase him and I'm about to take off. Y'all, as we're approaching the red light, I grabbed my taser out the side of my purse, and as soon as we started slowing down, I was like, in the back of his spine, y'all. He was like,
ah, fuck.
And he falls off the motorcycle this way. As the motorcycle is falling, I hop up and I'm running, y'all. I'm running, y'all. I'm laughing now, but it really was not funny. I'm running and he falls. I hear his motorcycle fall, and I hear like car horns beeping and shit, because he didn't kind of fell into somebody that was next to him. He fell into their car. So I'm running. As I'm running, I'm crossing the street and I'm in front of the store. I hear another motorcycle coming around the corner. Who is it? Keisha and Jacob. So I'm running up to Keisha like, get off the motorcycle. They kidnappers. He gonna try to kidnap you. Get off. But I'm looking like, as I'm running up on her, she ain't really in no panic. She just on the motorcycle chilling, and she looking at me confused. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like maybe he didn't try to kidnap her. Maybe Kevin is the only kidnapper. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. But Keisha hops off the motorcycle like,
what? What's wrong? What's going on? What the fuck did he do to you? What happened?
and I'm like, no, them two is some kidnappers. He just tried to kidnap me. And I'm looking at Jacob like, why your friend try to kidnap me? Blah, blah, blah. And Jacob's like,
oh man, I told this nigga stop playing these games.
and I'm like, what fucking games? He ain't playing no games. He just tried to kidnap me. And I'm pointing like this. So Jacob look over and he's like,
oh man, what you do to my mans?
what you mean what I do to your man? No, your man's just trying to kidnap me. I just told you that. And you talking about what I do to him? Because at this point, Kevin was still like getting up off the ground. And he was like trying to lift his motorcycle up too. Because it kind of like fell on him when he went down. He's lifting up his motorcycle. And he's like, you know, walking with it to get it out the middle of the street. So he's coming over to us. So I'm like, don't fucking come over here. Don't fucking come over here. I'll tase your ass again. So Jacob's like,
she tased you?
laughing. And I'm sitting here like, I'm the only one looking fucking crazy. Mind y'all, hair everywhere. Lashes damn near falling off and leaned over to the side because the wind. And I've been crying. So my face look all types of crazy, and I'm just out of breath, and Keisha's just like holding me or whatever, and she's like,
What the fuck is going on? What you do to my homegirl? Like,
she ready to fight him because she don't play, like, you know, she like, what's going on? So I'm like, Kevin, don't come over here, don't come next to me. And Jacob like,
it's okay, it's okay. I told you, Kevin, one day you gonna get hurt playing these games. Why you keep playing this game?
so I'm like, what game are you talking about? Kevin like, you,
this girl done fucking tased me in my back. Look at my fucking bike.
so his bike, I guess when it fell, it got scraped up, and his handlebars, I guess like maybe the brake, it was something that was like broke off his handlebar, maybe like the brakes or something, I don't know what it's called, but something broke off because he had it like in his hand, and he had like scratches on the side of his bike when it fell. So do I care? Do I care that you got scratches on your bike? I don't care. You just tried to kidnap me, and you think I'm supposed to care that you broke a little piece off your bike? What the fuck? What's wrong with you, sir? I don't care that your bike is messed up. You're lucky that your face is not messed up, because you just tried to kidnap me, and now you showing me your bike because you got scratches and you mad. The nerve. So I'm standing there confused because we trying to see what's going on, like why he keeps saying he playing. So Kevin's like,
you didn't have to mess up my bike. Like, what's wrong with you? It was just a prank.
what was a prank? He's like,
it was just a prank. Like, I was playing. Like, I wasn't never gonna kidnap you. Like, you need to have a sense of humor.
I need to have a sense of humor? What the fuck was funny? What was the joke at? What was the prank at? So I said, what? Hold on. Bring it back. What happened? He said it was just a prank. I was just playing. So Jacob chimes in and he's like,
I told Kevin to stop playing these pranks on these girls. You know, we pick people up on a motorcycle and he be acting like he gonna kidnap them, and he be going all fast and going on the freeway and all this little crazy stuff, but it's really just a prank.
And Kevin like,
right, I don't know, nobody was gonna kidnap your scary ass.
well, I'm sorry that I was scared. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be scared. My bad. Okay, my bad. I'm just getting kidnapped and I'm supposed to be happy about it, huh? I didn't know. Next time I'll know to laugh about it. I didn't know I was not supposed to be scared and I was potentially being kidnapped. Make it make sense, baby. Okay, make it make sense. So I'm like, I don't understand the point of this prank. Like, you're gonna get yourself killed one day because you want to prank like you're kidnapping somebody. What if I had a gun on me though? And like, I shot you to get away because I honestly think I'm being kidnapped. And you talking about it's a prank? I'm so confused. So Keisha's like,
What kind of, like, y'all some little ass kids? Like, that ain't no prank. What type of prank that is? That's not funny.
so Jacob like,
It's not me. Like, he be doing that. I told him to stop doing that.
so I'm mad at Jacob too, because I'm like, Jacob, if you knew your friend was doing that, why you didn't warn me? Like, granted, I'm grown and I shouldn't have got on the back of a stranger's motorcycle anyways. Like, I get that, because I know some people gonna be like, that's why you don't get on strangers' motorcycles and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get that. I was YOLOing, okay? I was like, YOLO, let me get on the back of the motorcycle. So but I just was doing my little thing and I was just trying to have some fun. So don't get on the back of strangers' motorcycle. Okay, noted. But anyways, if you know he do that and you see me get on his motorcycle, why you didn't warn me? Like, listen, Kay, he be acting like he gonna kidnap people. So, you know, if he do that to you, don't even worry about it. I don't care if it was gonna, you know, if your little friend was gonna be mad or what. I don't care about that. Like, if you really wanted him to stop doing that, start warning the girls that he be trying to do that to. That way he can't get away with it, you know? But I was mad at Jacob too, because I'm like, you, listen, you still to blame. You to blame by default, because you his friend and you know your friend be doing that. And you didn't even try to stop him. Like, you was okay with that. And you let us split apart. You didn't even try to catch up with us and keep up with us. Like, once he split apart from y'all, you should have known your friend was about to be on some BS. And you didn't even say nothing. Y'all. So Kevin's over there mad because his little bike is scratched up and whatever. And I'm sitting there like, so? I do not care. I do not care. You got me out here looking a mess because I'm crying and I'm thinking that I'm really in danger and you're playing. Like, what? Crazy. So I'm like, whatever. I was like, I don't do fucking pranks like that. Like, that ain't no prank. I don't see nothing funny about that. I'm good on y'all. I was like, okay, whatever. If you want to say it's a prank, whatever. But maybe it wasn't no prank and you just was really trying to kidnap me, but I got away. So now you want to act like it's a prank. I don't know. But let me tell you what. I'm going to get away from y'all weird ass niggas and I'm going to keep it moving. So I'm just like, whatever, I'm good. And I start walking away because I'm like, I can't deal with this. Like, my heart is beating and it's too much going on. So let me just get out of here. Like I said, at that point, we was already like a couple blocks away from the main area. So I was just going to walk because it's a nice day outside, whatever, what a nice night outside. So I was just going to walk down. And Keisha's just like, y'all dumb as fuck. Like, y'all some weird ass boys. Da-da-da. She was just going off on them. So they like, we could take y'all back downtown. Y'all don't got to walk. Do you think I'm about to get on the back of your fucking motorcycle? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You really think I'm about to get on the back of your motorcycle again? Not happening. I'm straight. I will catch a lift. I will walk before I ever get on the back of your motorcycle again. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm good, sis. I'm good. So we're like, no, we good. So we started walking and they was like following behind us. And Jacob like,
well, you know, I'm just sorry, but I just want to make sure y'all make it there safely. Y'all don't got to get on our motorcycle, but we just going to follow y'all down there just to make sure y'all safe.
So I'm like, I don't even want y'all to make sure we safe. Y'all the ones that's out here kidnapping people. So now you're going to try to make sure we good. How? So he's like, so Jacob like, you good now, Kay? Like, you could put your taser up. Because I was still walking. Like, now that we got to walk, I still got my taser out. Because I'm like, you know, we walking down the street. Let me keep my taser on me. So I'm like, boy, don't tell me I can put my taser up. Because I don't know y'all now. And now y'all got a bad taste in my mouth. Y'all some kidnappers. And I'm good. So we walking down the street or whatever. And they still following us. So Keisha turned around like, yo,
Stop fucking following us. Like, we good. We don't need y'all to make sure we get nowhere safe. Like, we smooth.
So Jacob like, okay, Keisha, like, calm down. Well, we'll leave y'all alone. I'ma call you later. Keisha like, call me? Nigga, don't call me. Lose my number. Like, she like, I'm straight because of this type of people and company you keep, I'm good. I don't want to deal with you. I'm straight. So Jacob get mad. You know, they get mad that when they start getting rejected. They get mad. So he's like,
okay, fine then. Fuck y'all bitches anyways.
Fuck you too. I'm like, fuck you too.
but yes, we like, fuck you too. Like, we don't care. Like, how y'all mad at us that we mad at y'all because y'all done pay a kidnapping prank on me? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, dummies. So they pull off and we finally get downtown and we get to our car and I'm in the car just like So nah. But yeah, I'm just in the car and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm ready to go home. I'm just ready to take a shower. And I'm just thinking, like, I was so freaking scared on the back of this dude motorcycle. And I just was like, this night is crazy. So we sitting in the car. You know, I'm just getting my life together. I'm all in my like mirror, fixing my hair and stuff. And we get a call. And I answer it because I didn't even know the number. But I answer and he's like, yeah, hello, this the kidnappers again.
Hello? Yeah, it's the kidnappers again.
Look. Y'all remember that part on Car Wash? But anyways, he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out your name. I was like, who is this? He's like, this Kevin. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just really do want to apologize about the prank. Like, I shouldn't have did that. And I'm like, listen, Kevin, that's not no funny prank. Like, you know, I'm just like, you don't need to do that to no more girls. Like, that shit is not funny. Like, you can really get yourself hurt out here by trying to play this prank on people. And he's like, well, I just thought it was funny, but maybe everybody's sense of humor not the same. Boy, stop saying sense of humor. What are you talking about with this sense of humor? It's not about me having a sense of humor and not. It's not funny. It's just not a funny prank. Like, I don't know. Like, what did you think was going to happen at the end when you finally stopped? What you was going to be like, hey, it's a prank. And you thought it was going to be like, oh, yeah, that was a good one. Boy, what did you think was going to happen, Captain? So, no. Y'all know I be rapping sometimes. So, sign me, baby. But no, I'm just like, what? I don't understand what you thought the outcome was going to be. And at what point did you think I was going to laugh with you? Nobody thought this situation was funny. And then you carried it on too long, too. Like, bro, like, come on. It just was too much. So he's just like, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, great. Click, and I hang up, y'all. And we went home, okay? Like, we really went home. And that was the end of that night, right? Fast forward, like, a couple weeks later, it was like an all-white party they was having downtown. So me and Keisha, we go. And, like, a couple of our other homegirls, we go back downtown. And I'm coming up, like, we're in line or whatever, and we had like a booth, so you know you can skip the line if you got a booth. So we're coming up, and guess who was like the security at the door? This dude, Kevin. So Kevin's the security at the door, and he's like,
oh, hey, Kay, I can get you and your friends in for free if you give me a hug.
Thinking shit sweet. I'm like, boy, we already getting in for free because we got a fucking booth. So I don't need to. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, sir. What you not understanding? So I'm like, we good. And I walked around him and he's like,
I see you still on that same bullshit.
I turned around like, Kevin, are you still kidnapping people? Are you still kidnapping people? Nice and loud. Yeah, so everybody in line can hear me. Are you still kidnapping people, sir? He's like, girl, shut up. Why you been so loud? Nah. You want to talk to me? Let's talk. Are you still kidnapping people? Yes or no? You better leave me alone then. Go on about your business. I ain't messing with you. Don't mess with me. Keep it moving. Leave me alone. That's what you don't understand. How's your bike? Did you get the scratches fixed? Did you get your brake put back on? Let's talk. Sir, don't talk to me. We went in the club, we had a good night, but y'all, that was the last time I seen that boy. And I'm like, why do y'all be doing stuff and think that after time went by, people just supposed to be cool with y'all? Don't talk to me ever in life no more, and I mean that.
It's over. Don't talk to me ever no more, and I mean it.
But no, do not talk to me. Please don't, because I'm not over it. I'm not. Definitely scarred me, and I'm good. Like, no motorcycles over here no more. No ma'am, no sir. But y'all, that was the end of that, and I was definitely freaked out, but I'm just happy that I came out safe. You know, stay blessed up over here. You know how to get down. Stay blessed up. Stay blessed up. Hey, but no, for real though. But anyways, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share all my videos. Again, make sure you check out Currency Clothing. Let them know K-Shine sent you, and use my coupon code K-Shine 10 for 10% off. Also, y'all, before I go, I don't know her name, but one of my subscribers commented and said that I should give you guys like a name, and she said, like, since I'm K Shine, you guys should be like my K stars. So let me know how you feel about that. Is it too soon to give you guys a name? Like, do y'all want me to come on here and say, hey K stars, hey, or maybe like, hey sunshines, hey? What y'all think about that? Let me know. K stars, sun shines, let me know. Or should I just leave it how it is, because it's still kind of like early on? Should y'all just be who y'all is, just be my subscribers? Let me know. Comment below and let me know what you think of those two names, or if you think I should leave it how it is. Let your girl know. Let your girl know. But y'all, as always, make sure y'all stay safe out there. Stay blessed up. You know, stay on your P's and Q's. Look around. Check on your surroundings, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in 2021. So be safe. But y'all, until next time, I see you in my next video. I see you on my next video. Peace.